Welcome to History's Darkest Questions. Today's video is the real story behind Mount Rushmore. Four faces carved into stone, millions of visitors, a symbol of American pride. But behind the smiling faces of Mount Rushmore lies a dark, tumultuous story of betrayal, stolen land, and controversy. Mount Rushmore, located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, features the 60-foot heads of Presidents George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. But this mammoth monument, visited by nearly 3 million people each year, is built on sacred land that was never intended to be carved into a colossal glorification of American leaders. The Black Hills hold particular importance for the Lakota Sioux tribe, who consider this land as the heart of everything that is. The hills were promised to the Lakota in the Treaty of Fort Laramie in 1868, a promise that was shattered after gold was discovered there just 6 years later. The U.S. government promptly seized the land, igniting a series of conflicts that ultimately led to the dispossession of the Lakota people from their ancestral home. Adding salt to the wound, the man chosen to design Mount Rushmore was Gutzon Borglum, a sculptor with controversial and disturbing connections. Borglum was an active member of the Ku Klux Klan and even designed a monument honoring Confederacy leaders prior to his work on Rushmore. His selection and the monument itself represent a stark disregard for the history and suffering of the indigenous people whose land was cruelly taken. During the construction from 1927 to 1941, the project faced numerous challenges. First, the financial constraints of the Great Depression, and second, the death of Borglum just before its completion. Yet these obstacles paled in comparison to the ongoing betrayal faced by the Lakota Sioux. Despite efforts from Native American activists to stop the construction or alter its design, the project pushed forward, further fueling the flames of resentment. The workers who risked their lives scaling and chiseling the granite faced deadly dangers daily, working with primitive tools and without the modern safety equipment available today. Miraculously, despite numerous close calls, no lives were lost during the 15 years of construction. But that fact alone doesn't wash away the monument's foundation, built on broken promises and deep injustices. The portrayal of American presidents on what many see as desecrated land is still a deep wound for the Lakota Sioux and many Native American communities. Protests and calls for the monument's removal or modification continue to this day, notably highlighted during the 2020 visit of then-President Donald Trump, which sparked considerable demonstrations. Mount Rushmore's shocking backstory reminds us of the often overlooked facets of American history, where triumphs are mirrored by tragedies. The contrast between the monument's grand appearance and the reality of its creation serves as a powerful reminder that history is never just carved in stone. It's written by the victors, often at the expense of the voiceless. In conclusion, Mount Rushmore stands not just as a tourist attraction or a monument to four presidents, but as a stark reminder of the promises broken, the land stolen, and the sacrifices erased. This story, etched into stone, tells more than America's rich history. It also bears the weight of its painful truths.